Mario Kart is probably one of the most popular spin-offs of the Mario Bros. Series. I enjoy Mario Kart, and it's probably one of my favorites spin-offs besides Super Smash Bros. Because I think, well, if you can even count that as a Mario game, but still, Super Smash Bros. Beats Mario Kart. But anyways, I've always loved Mario Kart, and the tracks to go with it were always really amazing. Now, I decided to pick my personal top 10 favorites. Now remember, these are my top 10 favorites and not yours, so don't be going all angry if your favorite track is not listed on this top 10. But anyways, to qualify for it, it had to be in between Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart Wii, because I have not played Mario Kart for the SNES or Mario Kart 7. So sit back and enjoy as I count down my top 10 favorite Mario Kart tracks. Coconut Mall for the Nintendo Wii. Now, a lot of you guys probably expect this to be a little higher, but I just never really liked this map or track this much. I mean, it was a great track for Mario Kart Wii, but I just didn't really like the feeling of a shopping mall, and it always annoyed me having to go up those escalators, because if you got the wrong one, you were kind of screwed, and you'd be bumped out of first or second place. So, all in all, Coconut Mall was a great track, so that's why it makes its way on to number 10. Calamari Desert for the Nintendo 64. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this map or track was pretty boring, but the one reason I really loved this track was because of the train. Oh yes, when I was younger, or about maybe 8 years old, I used to pretend I was driving away from the cops and the train was coming. I had to beat the train or else I'd die. And those were good times. And the train has not returned in any Mario Kart series, so it's a bummer. I thought it was a really cool idea, so it's revolutionary. I liked it. It's number 9 on my list. Coming in at number 8 is Daisy's Cruiser, a track from Mario Kart GameCube or Double Dash. This track was really fun when I played it, and it's really unique because it's the only track that appears on not land. It's on a boat because it's called the Cruiser. But basically, what you do is you're driving on a cruiser, and the tables are all shifting in the dining hall, and there's a pool, and there's a boiler room. That's a secret room that you can go into, and it launches you off to give you a faster head start at the finish line. And all in all, Daisy's Cruiser was a good track, and it has a rightful place here at number 8 on my top 10 tracks of Mario Kart. Number 7 belongs to Delfino Square from the Nintendo's DS. And this is the only DS track that'll appear on this list, unfortunately, but I never really played the DS version too much, but I played it enough to love this track. It was really fun, and it was definitely the best track on the DS. And I think a lot of people will agree, but it just doesn't have that much to beat the other tracks on this list. But hey, it still deserves a spot on this list, right? I mean, who doesn't have fun playing this track? The number 6 spot belongs to DK's Jungle Parkway from the Nintendo 64. Now, this track was really cool because, first of all, you drive by this boat, and then you turn around the corner, and you're already launched off onto the next part of the course. From there on, you just drive through some spots, and don't drive onto the grass, or else DK's gorilla buddies will throw coconuts at you, and that's not fun. After that, you'll drive on a rickety bridge through a cave, only to do that all over again. A great course, and that's why it made it pretty high up on this list, because it's awesome. Waluigi Stadium from GameCube was an awesome map because I liked the dirt bike, and this was a dirt biking course. Amazing jumps and amazing music. I mean, seriously, who didn't get the song stuck in their head? So basically, it's a dirt bike track, and there's even piranha plants in it. That's pretty cool. A lot of fireballs, a lot of ramps with boosts on them. It just makes this track awesome, and that's why it's number 5 on this list. If you thought about the most craziest and unique track in the Mario Kart series, the first thing that pops into your head is Yoshi's Valley. I mean, come on. The CPU can't even tell what place you're in. That's freaking sweet. The game itself, or the track, is a maze, and you basically zip through Yoshi's Valley, and there's millions and millions, not millions, but there's at least 10 different ways to go, and at the end there's a huge green Yoshi's egg. I mean, that's really sweet. So if you haven't played this map or track, at least get an N64, or at least an N64 emulator, and go play this track now. Bowser Castle for the Nintendo 64 was the best Bowser Castle in my opinion. I really don't know why I really like this track, and I don't even know if it's really good in the minds of other people, but in my mind, it was awesome. And it was one of the first tracks I ever played. He was at my cousin's house, and he had a Nintendo 64, and he said, "Why don't you play it?" And I was like, "Alright, sure." And we went on Bowser's Castle, and I won first place, and I felt really good about myself. I know I was a loser back then, and I still am. But anyways, Bowser's Castle for Nintendo 64 was always a fun track, and I always brought memories back when I play it nowadays on my emulator and on the real Nintendo 64. Like Waluigi Stadium, Wario Stadium is always an awesome track. Now, just like I said before, I like to dirt bike, and this was a dirt biking track too. It had all kinds of mud. It was just a perfect track. Now, it wasn't as stylized or as many things as in Waluigi Stadium, but that's what made it classic. It was just classic dirt jumping and a really long track, and I love how Wario's face is just plastered all across the track. Classic. The number one track, in my opinion, is DK Mountain. Just an amazing track on the GameCube, and if you have not played it, you must play it now. I mean, getting shot out of a cannon, then driving down a mountainside into a jungly area, across a rickety bridge, over to the finish line is just amazing. I don't know why I love this track as much as I do. I mean, it's not even that great, but to me, it's just beautifully done. It's awesome, and just falling off that bridge at the last second just crushed my dreams of winning. And it's just an awesome map, and that's why it deserves to be number one.